We are live. Live. Little earlier than planned, but what the hell? What's happening at Crypto Farm and Futureverse friends? Welcome back to Love for Crypto. I'm Scott. It's a pleasure to have you here, whether you're going to tune in a minute or in the future. We're about to do just a chilled out live stream, going over ASM Brains, speculating on ASM Brains, and comparing what they potentially can be to current NPCs within games. So, for instance, we've got the makeup of what an ASM brain and AI agent is, and we're going to be comparing that to what an NPC is inside Unreal Engine, and then I'm going to see if I can personally beat the new Lyra bot, which is built with this state machine here, and this behavior tree. So without jumping straight into all that stuff, we're going to lower Unreal Engine. And yeah, basically just a chilled stream. What is happening, Edward, Kevin? Good afternoon from Florida, Pennsylvania here. Do you know what? It had me thinking today. I've been thinking all day, what time do I do the stream? Do I do it in my morning for the Australians and New Zealanders and the Kiwis and that side of the world? We've got Chris from CryptoPunk, shout out. He's in Thailand at the moment, literally probably getting ready for bed now. Wasn't sure what time to do it. It's fallen on it's around 6 p.m. for me at the moment. We will be doing more live streams in the future, so we're going to nail down a time on when they'll be. We'll be having AMAs. Gaming, once Futureverse actually drops, we'll be inside the metaverse and streaming from there. But until then, we'll be speculating on what that's going to be like. So, any current Futureverse fans who are wondering how the brains and the forms and the avatars and all this is going to come together as your AI agent, it's quite simple on the surface. Now, I'm not in any way, shape, or form during this stream trying to say that the ASM state machines are as easy as some of the ones we're going to look at here. For instance, we've got a state machine there that is either idle run or is in the air. That's all that little state machine can do, right? So we can go off that straight away that the ASM brain state machines mixed with the geome and the memory tree with behavior trees next to the NPC is going to be a much bigger tree of functions and the rest of it. But on the surface, we are mixing the form, your avatar. Some of you are owning fluffs. You've got a bear, you've got a crypto walker. That is your form. It's the avatar of the agent. Again, we're sticking more to the NPCs. If you look below, there will be DeFi trading agents that don't really need a form. Optional cosmetic skin. If you create an AI agent that's a simple bot that lives in a server, does nothing but looks at data for you and produces outputs based on the inputs you're giving it, that doesn't necessarily need a form. But as we'll see in Unreal Engine in a minute, to run around the world, it's going to need a form. To run around the metaverse, it's going to need a form. Any NPC in any game has a form and a brain with a behavior tree linked to it, dictating that agent and NPC's behavior. And the state machine governs how it moves, what it does, when the behavior tree is triggered. So, if we take all that, the form, the brain, the memory, the genome matrix, we'll have a tiny little look at the genome matrix because, again, this is where it gets a lot bigger, a lot broader, a lot more complicated. And the people at ASM, Altered State Machine, great name, need a pat on the back and need applauding because on the surface it sounds extremely good. So you've got the genome matrix here. We can click on that and we'll notice it's segregated into squares with a height map with numbers, and there's 3 blue circles. Well, what does all that mean? The three blue circles above, we can see here, they describe a world, excuse me, they describe a world's expression mapping. The expression is a lookup table which allows a form to express the attributes needed to operate in that room. In that world. For example, a soccer game world is going to express speed, strength, intelligence from defined areas of attribute sets. And a DeFi trading world could express curiosity, research, timescale, and risk evasion. Again, it's all quite, and a little bit boring, and there'll be modifiers to change some functions. So what we want to do with this is, imagine we've got the genome matrix, which is the main brain, and that's actually going to link two state machines and functions within a game. So they're all this character's functions. This is an anim blueprint from a thing called character skills. Now we know the agents are going to have skills. Your DeFi trading bot needs skills. This needs skills. Your enemy needs skills. Everything needs skills. And as complicated and as difficult as this looked here, we can zoom in and see the state machines governing said skills. This character's got a double jump, and that dictates the double jump. We can even go into the state machine and look at the blending options. So if it's going from jump to the air, it blends one way. And if it's going from air to reset the jump, it goes another way. So there's even blending between the skills. We can go down and we can see that they've got a right-hand skill start, a right-hand skill shoot, a right-hand skill idle. Again, these could be skills for anything. This could be training bot skills. This could be Alexa skills. This could be Google Assistant skills. Your TV and microwave state machines, they are in a state of idleness, waiting for an input. The minute they get that input, the state machine then kicks in, and the behavior is dictated from future further inputs. It is the same with enemies. There's a state machine, there's an event graph dictating which animation it's in. Because the monster's idle, it's idle. If this monster now was about to melee attack, this would light up. It would be a melee attack. If it was about to range attack, that lights up and the function is working. There is the asset in the blueprint in Unreal Engine. Now, that might look a little similar to what we was just looking at online. Apologies if this is jumping and glitching. If it's doing it too much, let me know in the comments. Because Unreal, my computer doesn't like playing Unreal Engine and OBS at the same time. So it's a little bit of a test at the same time as doing this as well. But this looks similar to the AI agents. If you have the form and the brains inside, you have a capsule. So it's basically a capsule which takes a mesh. If you look just above my head on the right hand side, you'll see skeletal monster mesh. And that will be given a function. You'll give your AI a function to change the mesh. It doesn't mean the event graph and function of this asset change. You just change what it looks like in the viewport. Or the event graph and function, the fire death, it's going to die via fire when it spawns. All governed inside the state machine. Now, the behavior tree of this is in C++, so I can't get it up. What I can do is go and try and I can go and battle a few of them actually. Let's take this off. Let's take animation blueprint off there because I was searching it. Let's take that off there. Content, character skills, maps, down maps, map for tutorial. So I've got an AI agent state machine that this is not an AI agent, but it could be given a brain, given the vessel. The monsters that are going to be in front of me are AI agents. They've got their own state machines, they've got their own behavior trees, and the Lyra ones are pretty sick. So I'm just going to show you these at first. It is going to lag a little bit, but Peckham Gaming, we are live, baby. Yes, we are. Seems clean. Thank you very much. Hi, family. Yeah, it's just stuff like this. It's going to glitch now and then. I probably should have started on the character skills map. My bad. I'm putting these seekers to work with the ASM Gen 2 and these metaverses that are coming out. Any dates even proposed yet? See, the thing about the seekers, I believe, and we need to ask on the next AMA. Someone needs to get in there and ask on the next Seeker or ASM Futureverse AMA that they have, Discord, Twitch, wherever it may be. Someone needs to ask, do the Seekers already have a brain? Which I believe they do. So, do you even need to replace the brain? Do you need to replace the functionality? We're told they're just communicators, but can also be builders. The backpacks clearly mean something. I bought I bought a Seeker with a medic backpack. Literally, so I've got a medic in the game. I mean, if he's not a medic, I don't know why he's got a medic backpack. If the builder's got a builder backpack, this just don't want to open now. Unreal Engine being it's doing what I knew it would do to me. This was the test. This was the test. It's likely just crashed and gonna go off. We'll give it one more try when it comes back on. I'll just go straight onto Lyra and see if I can kill the bots, because I've got they're gonna murk me. This level here, elimination. It's absolutely crazy. Loading map. Do you know what? It's not even a big map. Should have plenty of room in my memory. But Unreal's disappeared from Task Manager. 52% memory at 1000 megabytes. You got no chance there, lad. You're lying to yourself. This is the worrying bit of streaming through Unreal Engine. It just my computer just can't handle it, and it's sad really, because I want to get on and show you how all this actually functions in a game compared to the behavior trees. Everyone knows NPCs work in games; they attack you all the time, but how does that functionality actually work? Can you imagine an NPC that actually learns? So imagine going in an elimination level that I'm about to soon. I'm not even going to bother. Right, I'm going to play this. I can't just bounce back to that other thing. I'm about to tackle these three. And in fact, let's make it interesting. So that's how far they can see. Yeah. That's how far they can see. We can even go as far as AP Monster. Where's the movement? Anim graph. It'll have its own sensory things that you can change, and because I've not built it, obviously I'm gonna struggle to find it. But if we go back to BP Monster, viewport, pawn sensing, get that sensory up there on the right. Now we've got his hearing threshold that we can change. We've got his hearing threshold can change, sight radius, boom, boom, boom. Now they're variables I can physically change now, but all you need to do is create a function linked to the blockchain and an input that a target you achieve, and your agent will, its variables will change. You can potentially add variables, take variables away. We're just going to drop that now. Let's go to moving, so we get the arrow up. Oh, wrong button, Scott. So I'm just going to alt and copy this guy. Going to alt and copy him again. Going to alt and copy him again. You can see I don't put much in these because I'm pretty sure I'm going to kill all of them. But let's see. Can Scotty P kill these? Oh, what made that pawn for? So let me show you what happened there. It's giving me Lyra. So the game mode here, the game default experience needs to be... Oh, character skills is gone. What do you mean I can't play as character skills? Character skills, game mode, override. Because I should be Keanu. He looks like Keanu Reeves, the guy. There he is. Boom. Now I've got fire. I've bloated blueprint. But we kill them easy. And they're told how to die via death. We see it all in the blueprint, in the event graph, like how to die, attacked, players chasing the player, pawn sensing the player, get controller, set dynamic materials, bish bash bosh. It's all there. Now the Lyra shooter bot. The Lyra shooter bot has its own state machine. And I do need a better GPU, but I've got an RTX 2060, man, 6 gig one. Do you know what I mean? I'm like low level RTX, but I mean, come on. Got 32 gig of RAM. But yeah, I'm updating soon. I'm going to get an SSD because I think having HDD is literally probably half the problem, not the performance of anything else. Like literally pulling the files up and stuff is half the problem. So I'm getting an SSD and I'm going to try and up my RAM to 64 because the Matrix City needs 64. So we got a Lyra bot in a game. I want you to imagine this Lyra bot gets given an ASM brain. And then all the functions within this bot all of a sudden become expandable. Not its locomotion, but its functions down here. It's variables, its rotation. It's got different things it can actually do. Now, a lot of it's C++, so it doesn't show up on here. Only the blueprint stuff basically shows on here. But it's got a behavior tree. So if you picture this behavior tree, and when you're thinking about memory trees now, as an AI is moving through its behavior tree from one world to the other, from one space to the other, it's been given an extra function, and that's to learn off the environment, to learn off what it comes into contact with, to learn off its inputs. So we start at the root, and we get a selector for the bot, and it's like, have you got ammo? Have you got ammo? And imagine no, it's not got ammo. Okay, it's out of ammo. Look for weapons. Simple. Search for weapon, move to, wait. Right? Literally that. So, what if you've got ammo? Well, the AI perception used to detect enemy function is going to kick in. It is then going to look for a task or is enemy found. If there's no visible player, its task is to just clear focus, reload weapon, search new weapon, search for player. That's it. It's just going to run around doing that, searching for me. If it finds player, shoot and move. Shoot, set focus, move to, find best position. I mean, oh my days, find best position. Like, we need to think about bots can think like that, can't they? So when you're gaming against them, this bot, I mean, although it's simple, and this bot's not going to learn each level I'm going to learn. So the chances are when I get this up in a minute, I'm just going to get murked straight away. But I've got the ability to learn off my mistakes, and I can potentially beat these bots before the stream ends. Now, in the Futureverse and Open Metaverse, we're going to be looking at bots that can learn from the mistakes, that can learn from our mistakes when they see them, that can have extra little functions tagged on. Don't do that again. Find best position is a perfect example, right? Make the better choice. What inside that? I mean, I'm not going too deep into it. What inside this function is actually even giving it the choice. So we've got like shoot a core bot, move against the enemy, single random item as its run mode. So we're gonna get this up in a minute. We're gonna go against them. So let me come back to it. I'm gonna get murked. I know I am. Plugins. Let me drag this up while I get it ready, and then I'll go back big screen so we watch it. Shooter maps content. Shooter maps. Anyone who's got Unreal Engine as well, I highly advise that you get on this and just have a dip, just to understand how it works a little bit more, just to understand the mechanics of what we're actually getting into. We've got elimination, or basically capture the flag domination. Now, control point bot is just a little different. It's got search a capture point, as well as search new weapon, search for player. So you could argue this bot's a little bit more intelligent. So we're going to go up against them, actually. Convolution block out. Save that. Why not? So this is using world partition in Unreal Engine, which only streams what you need to stream. So what we're going to do is just going to highlight that, right click it, load selected cells. I didn't need to, I could have just pressed play then. For any zombie AIFA, I can help you upgrade GPU. Peckham. Love it. Do you know what, mate? I've got no AIFA except for the free ones that we're getting for predicting. I don't like where I started. I'm going to move these. You need to get back in there, mate. Get your ass in there. Get your ass in there. Press N for it to hit the deck. Hiding around that corner because it's a bit. Is that my one? If I start here, am I hidden now? Let's have a look. Play. Control point against bots. Or was it Ekmine? Let's go. Right, so I'm trying to get A. My mate's gone to C. Oh, yeah. Boom. Machine gun now. I'll try and get to it. Oh, I've not changed my mouse. Ah! Don't forget to speed your mouse up, guys, when you go into a game. That's why most people are shit at games, because they don't have a fast enough mouse. Not that I'm that good at games. These bots are incredible. Shotgun. Ah! Died on the floor there. Jesus wept. This level's crazy, mate. Getting it. You don't come to the one I'm getting, you flaming idiot. Don't like the way I can't sprint. It's just that stupid thing. Oh. But the bots on this, they're better than me. I'm not ashamed to say it, mate. Look at him. Let him come out. Don't like the way he can't sprint. I need to be able to sprint. We're sticking this. He's a bot and he's. There's machine guns on this level. Bad humbug. How sick are these bots? Now, again, let's get a little bit back to ASM. I know I'm not going to be able to concentrate while I'm talking, but ASM, imagine these bots were learning off me now, like the mistakes I'm making, the routes I'm taking. You know, like, am I running in patterns? I don't know. I can't think fast enough to know if I'm running in patterns or not here. I'm just feel like I'm playing randomly, but am I? And if they pick up on that, they'll potentially be learning. Yes, Chris! It's happening, blood. Mate, check these bots on this game. They're better than me. They're better gamers than me, mate. If you can't hear me talk over that music as well, let me know and I'll whack it down. Shotgun's turd, mate. Unless you pull it up, obviously. Dash out the way, Scott. Stand there trying to reload like a flaming idiot. Is there even a machine gun on this level? Go up to get health. Where's the health? That's a shotter. Oh, time up. Myrtles, mate. Myrtles. Absolutely just tore a new. Yeah, I mean, Expanse is more. It's an elimination level. Intelligent NPCs are going to make it a nightmare for humans in the future. Mate, PvP's dead for me. I need help winning this shit. I don't necessarily need to fight other people anymore, me, Chris. Like, obviously, old-headed gamers, we didn't have online. So, we used to murk PvE. In the end, you used to end up on world class, on extra hard, whatever it was. You always murked the AI, the NPCs, the bagash back in the day. But now, as PvP comes through, you was like, oh, finally a decent challenge on PvP. It's actually hard to win. But then again, these are going. These have gone beyond it for me. They've gone beyond it. Let's see if we can win a game of elimination. More spawn here. I changed it. Oh, did I change it on this one? Let's find out. Elimination bots. These are just coming for me. They're coming for blood. And it's hardcore, mate. It's proper hardcore. And again, I want people to think about, imagine these bots learning. Like, we can talk about trading bots and all that all day, but it'll get extremely complicated and boring just sat there talking about bots that look at data and are just like, regardless of how much money they can make you, and bish, bash, bosh, whatnot. This fascinates me, the fact that these little AI bots, we've seen the behavior tree, don't even look like there's much there. Yet they are epic. Oh, I mean, is this first to 15? Stole my gun. Ah, shit. I understand I'm not very good on this game. And it'll take me a little bit of getting used to. The fact that there's no sprint, man. I need people to realise that when you usually you run away, there's no running away. You just dash when you press shift. Probably a more cautious approach, like this. And you'll probably survive a lot longer, but it won't be as much fun. But I mean, mate, he's right. That's not the best. Nah, that's not the best way to machine. Not playing games, mate. You're not bad, boy. Saw the help and just went for it. So, basically, for anyone who doesn't know, Unreal Engine, what I'm on here, is the engine that they make Fortnite on. And the Epic Games guys who create Fortnite basically just give this away for free. Like, anyone who wants to get on it can get on it. You can make your own games, you can use it as a template. Fucking camping here, there's fun camping spot. Now I'm almost 100% sure I won that game because of the AI on my side. It's fascinating, man. There's AI females there, go on, girls. Do your bit. Oh. Oh, it's a teleporter. It's the teleporter. Right, let's have a little gander at the teleporter. Which teleporter gets me there? Health there. Need a sprint on here. The first thing I'd probably do on this is change the sprint. Oh, come on. Where's this one going? Yeah, there we go. Health, buzzing, buzzing. Buzz in, drop down onto the machine gun, buzz in. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, there's 30 camp pot. You've got to when you're learning, mate. Hey, I'm all down for running right into it. It feels weird not being able to run. I'm happy just standing here. I'm running it like this. But the fact there's no run, I need a sprint, so that's what it does. It just, hang on. If I jump, and if I get a big, oh my god, there's a machine gun right there. Get a big ping up there. Jump and dash. Oh yeah, we do go pretty far. Sitting duck in the middle there. Sitting motherfucking duck. Go under first. Machine gun. Come on, bro. Hang on, it's there, you boy. Victorious against or defeated. Now, guys, let me come out of this. Come out. Stop. They're too good for me already, these. Without even learning. And the only reason a human team is going to be better for me to go against these humans. I mean, I'm grateful to have some AI bots on my side there, don't get me wrong, but I can't speak to them. I can't really communicate with them at the moment in a sense to, like, you flank the right and I'll come in the center. You go and get yourself killed and I'll pick up the piece. It's absolutely fascinating that that we're on the brink of these assets not only being AI agents and NPCs, but actually being agents and NPCs that can call functions to blockchains. I think that is the way. That's the main thing about it. I mean, if we go back to the blueprints, look at all the different animation blueprints and calls. Now, there's nothing that's, again, without understanding, because I'm no coder, I'm still in the process of learning it. But it's literally just adding functions. So function, new function, call to blockchain. Now, I want people to imagine there's a crate in a level, and inside that crate is a call to blockchain function, and it's holding a random asset so you could have a multi-function, yeah, a state machine in itself waiting for that crate to open. And the first person to open that crate, it triggers that state machine and behavior tree that leads to them minting a unique asset on the blockchain and owning it in world. The same kind of state machine is being used now for thingies. You're not giving thingies any input. You're just pressing a button. The state machine goes to work. The hive mind goes to work and pings you back a piece of art, and then you decide what style you want. The buzzies, we're expecting them to be a little bit similar, where they're going to craft consumables. So literally, they'll just be functions built within the world and the engine that's literally just a craft consumable function. Craft health potion, craft this potion, craft that, craft a weapon, craft a spear, craft a gun. Can you imagine the in-game economies and economics that's going to spring from that? If you just look at the thingies art, it's affordable digital art. It costs peanuts if you wanted to buy some. Now, that's what we need for in-game consumables and in-game items, even some unique ones. I can't wait. I can't wait until the world drops. I literally can't wait till we're sat here because, one, it'll be less demanding on a PC. Unreal Engine has been given a hell of a lot of RAM disk. It's been given 5 gigabytes of my GPU. So that literally when this is running, there's only 1 gigabyte of GPU left for other programs once this needs 5 gig, because it is literally going to eat it up. I'm finding little rooms there I didn't even see last time. So we've got a shotgun and a spring pad there. I'm going to have another go at this before I end the stream. But we'll be doing more in future. Be chin-wagging along as I go through this stream. There's nothing else that we can really highlight except for the event graphs and the small little state machines within these event graphs Because again, everything's a player chasing. Let's have a look at this player chasing now. And when you've seen the behavior tree, now you've seen a behavior tree. There's functions, behavior from a distance, Yeah, AI controller. So you've got the player controller and the AI controller. The AI controller dictated through the behavior tree. It's absolutely fascinating, and I'll actually want it up one more time just before I go, because I want to look artificial intelligence, behavior trees, the control point bot. I mean, these guys, we could not beat these guys. I couldn't be. I know I only went on it once or twice, but these are smart bots, these. Because not only do they just come and murk you the minute they see you, and I mean the second that muddy sucker sees you, right? He is like shoot and move. It ain't no wait 2 milliseconds to see what I'm doing. No, it's just shoot and move, baby. Find the best position, kill. Like, I mean, it is unbelievable. You can just be in a level, turn around the corner, and bam, you're done. Whereas you've got to try and we're gonna have to team up to beat these bots. There's no like, unless you're a proper sick gamer, there's no ifs or buts about it. We're gonna have to team up against these bots. Now we won a few elimination with the bot there. I've not changed. How many bot spawners is there? Bot spawner. Maybe lose shooter bot, Lyra shoot behavior tree. Why is the only one? It's got no parent. That's its blackboard. That's not its behavior tree. So this is a blackboard. This adds functions to a behavior tree. Out of ammo, move to goal, target the enemy. Know who you like, self-hack to know who you are. Like, the bot knows it's a bot in the game and it's chasing me, the player. Bot spawner, control point. Spawn. Right, it's going to have to be odd number because I'm the one that makes it even. So if I put 9, that's 5 on each team. We're going to compile, save. You always have to compile your code on Unreal Engine. It is literally still coding, although some of it's just tabs and nodes. It's still compiling. We're now going to go back to have a little go on the control point again, because the sick map content, map, convolution. I don't know why it's not just called the control point map, level control point. I don't know. Can we change this to a machine gun? Again, I should really have done half of this before selected game mode, light mass, light mass settings. Now, where's the item? Where's the item? Advanced item. What is it even a thing? Item? No, it's not a thing. Let me just a weapon. No, so we need to have a little look at Lyra yet, so I can change the weapons and that. But beyond that, let me just play this, because these are sick bots. I don't believe I can beat these with other bots. I've now got mates again, though. More than one mate this time. So last time it was spawning 3 bots plus me, which was 2 teams of 2. Now it's spawning 9 bots plus me, which is 2 teams of 5. So it's 5 AI bots. We could start calling NPCs AI agents now. That's all an AI agent from ASM is. But again, as said at the beginning, we need to give them credit where credit's due. These are not simple NPC agents that they've created. They're NPC agents that not only call to blockchain functions, but NPC agents that can learn, that have their own memory tree. That in itself is a mind-blowing concept. Now let's go and get murked. I'm going to train his AI to look for campers. How you going to do the dirt like that? Just standing right there. Oh, I don't like the shotty, do you? I don't like the shotty, do you, Chef? Hello. Ah. Now I'm back to slow. what's the floor on this one as well? Shotgun. Like, I honestly feel like I can't move on this one. And especially now there's 5 of the blues. Headshot that. Dead meat. Oh my days, he got it first. Where did he just go? Oh my god. What was that, Scott? I might have put a few too many. I put a few too many bots in this. Is that 25 to 46? Is that literally the score? We're getting murked. Headshot that. How did you not die? See him even go like that. Shotgun's absurd, mate. Reload today. Reload. These bots just go every, like, even mine, searching for their bots. Oh. The reaction time is unbelievable. The sensing of knowing where you are. Like, they've got in-game hearing. Some bots are giving in-game hearing. We looked at that earlier in the stream. Like, the hearing levels, you can set how far away the bot can hear enemies from. Nah, mate. Oh, come on. You can read. I am getting murked. Shot her. Getting that flaming portal blue. Oh, come on, mate. Shotgun to the chest and he survived. Tell you what, it's brutal to put you out and you respawn and you're in the open. Whoa. Don't mind dying. There's the machine gun. What's melee? There we go. E. Have that on you knocker, mate. Right, let's see if we... Oh, that's Grim spawning in there. And I died. Mate, you know you gash when someone gets spawned right in front of you, but you die. Health, right. Oh, Scott, mate. Run out of time with this, dude. Oh, I've got one. Yeah, camping. I'm what? Scared. Ah! Oh, come on, mate. Camping's just as bad as running around like an headless chicken, mate. On this level, I feel like if... But this is what I'm saying. I mean, your headshot bait at the top half. This doesn't seem to be headshotting victorious. Well done, AI, because I didn't do nothing then. Did I even get a kill? I don't think it gives you kill there. I don't think it gives you kill there. But this Lyra's sick. The box is sick. And the fact that ASM AI agents are just going to be a level above this, the fact that they're going to be able to learn, go. I'm just going to sit at the back here and keep this okay. We've been told about creating NPCs, and again, I want to just state that there's a hell of a lot of different kinds of AI agents to be made, from trading bots to assistants, merging it with your Alexa or Google Assistant, loads of different types, but in-game NPCs are the ones where it shows off true capability right in front of your face. Like, you don't see a trading bot work, you're actually seeing these go to work. And we've been told that we can zombie hordes. This is the place that campers all go for that. Because they're all coming up for that. So as long as you've got a decent gun, if you camped it, and then every now and then if you get damage, you'll have to run for that bad boy. Oh, there's a glass roof. So yeah, like imagine this was your base and you hired half of these to watch your base for you. Oh, your headshot, mate. Oh, this don't seem to be headshots. Oh, this thing. It's actually supposed to be getting. See that headshot then? Did anyone see how many points that headshot took off? Because the shot after it took 1 point. Maybe headshots take a lot of points, but don't take enough for. Headshot should just be 100 health, gone. You're dead. I'm sorry, but you're dead. See your head go back like that, you shouldn't be surviving now. You just shouldn't. But yeah, I keep going off trail. NPCs like this, guarding your in-world base, and can learn off attacks. Mate, like, so if a team comes to loot your base, if you've got like a permadeath level, a permadeath world in your base, isn't it? And some people come to your base, and you've got AI like this, they're going to be harder to defeat every time they get attacked. Even if they get beat, they're going to be like, yo, right, well, don't let that happen again. That guy came around the back there. I mean, but how deep are these behavior and memory trees going to go? How deep is the functionality of it actually going to go? These are all things that are fascinating and I can't wait to get answers to. Looking at this, these are simple AI given out for free. Like, honestly, they couldn't be more basic. Yeah, it's 2023, and they're better at me at gaming. I'm literally defeated. Next level PvE, mate. Next level PvE. It's a lot of fun as well. I highly advise anyone who's got a PC powerful enough with decent graphics card and decent bit of RAM to get yourself on Lyra, start having a little play with it, because I swear to God, even without making a game, this is the game. You can go on and just have a little buzz of it yourself and just try and beat these AI, because they are AI agents. They do have a brain, they do have a behavior tree. The only thing they're missing from what the ASM agents are going to have is the actual memory tree and the genome matrix that dictates skill sets in different worlds. But it is exciting times, guys. It is exciting times. This will not be the last live stream. As said at the start, we're going to start doing more streams covering metaverse speculation, basically. I'm involved in a project as well, which we're going to drip feed very, very slowly to the community as we actually get somewhere. If you was watching the channel a year ago, you noticed that's when I got into Unreal Engine and was looking into gaming. Well, we haven't stopped really learning. We've been learning the foundations of multiple different aspects of Unreal Engine and the game engine itself, how to create games, and we're now producing some 3D assets that will be game-ready assets that we are hoping to implement in the open metaverse that do run on Unreal Engine. So yeah, I'll actually give you a little taste of one of the assets on here actually for watching. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna click a new level so it just goes plain as day, and bear in mind that the lighting on this is gonna be terrible. But you'll see the mock version of the Genesis crate that we've been working on. We have a Genesis loot box, obviously with a few different functions. So if I move that over there so it's out of the way for a minute. Genesis crew V2 will be the one. So let me just add a file to here. Oh, don't play with me like that. What you doing? Alright, left click. Can't add to plugins. Oh fuck it, I was dragging in. Why is it saying it can't take it? Of course it can, it's an object file. fucking. So anyone, if you come Epic Games, anyone wanting to get on the engine while I'm here on this page, when you come to Epic Games, it's literally just come to this bit here. It fascinates me how everyone who's on Fortnite, so everyone literally on the Fortnite engine that they play Fortnite through, all they have to do is click Unreal Engine and it flicks to the engine that makes Fortnite. And it just fascinates me that it's not more in the limelight and the masses don't know about it as much, because it's an absolutely unbelievable piece of technology. Will that open in object viewer? Unreal Engine, my project opening. We've got the Seeker files. So the Seeker files put you in Blender. So actually, we need to do this over the next few weeks. We need to get the Seeker files on Blender. Export the FBX from Blender and then import that FBX into Unreal Engine. And in doing that, you get your Seeker in Unreal Engine, and you can then have a play about with your Seeker. You can assign its own animations. Now, they've done animation competition, and they'll give you the Blender with animations within Blender, and you can create different animations and keep pulling them out. But the current animations where it's like wobbling as it zips and it turns around and it bubble, does all this stuff, that's all there in Blender. So really, I mean, I created this, we did this in Blender. So we've got a crate. Now, obviously, the decals haven't been agreed upon yet. So there's the decalless mesh. There is the decalless mesh of the Genesis crate in Unreal Engine. Now, it is a mock common crate. Again, the lighting's terrible there. You can barely tell that it's stainless steel in a sci-fi metal contraption. It will open from the front coming out with a bio key. Basically, forget the blueprint up. Oh, I didn't want to change its name. I want to open the blueprint. Viewport. This will create an actual blueprint from the asset, which will allow us to put the HUD on. We'll have video moving on the HUD. We will have, in fact, I need to slow my mouse down. That's what I was going. I need to flaming mouse. I nearly said mouses. Would it be mouses when it's a physical mouse? Right, let me try and get the thingy on. This is what Unreal Engine keeps pausing. I'm not sure if you guys can see it every now and then, but if we go to movies, look, it's paused again. I've just clicked movies. I'll just end the stream soon. AI agents, I could literally talk about them all night, all day, for the rest of my life. It absolutely fascinates me. It's the kind of... For anyone who's seen Free Guy, the film, it legitimately, that's what it is to me. It's Ready Player One, the open metaverse, mixed with Free Guy. If I drop that, put that crate in there. Yeah, if we imagine like Free Guy merged with Ready Player One. If you've watched Ready Player One, then you'll notice that there's not that much artificial intelligence mentioned in it. Really isn't that much mentioned. But in Free Guy, it's all about artificial intelligence and these AI agents breaking out of their state machine and starting to learn and interact with the world on their terms. That's not that far away from what ASM agents are doing. It really isn't. Create odd. I need material. Where's that material? Old video player. Get on that. Old video player mat. So why are you not playing, you little muppet? Anyway, there's bugs. I need to work it out. But there's our crate. And obviously, in the game at the moment, I can add more crates. And more crates. And more crates. We could add this in the game like that. And we could have people come in. And as long as in the actual crate, which we've got here, we've got an event graph. Event begin play. Event actor begin overlap. Event tick. Or create our own custom event of when it's open. We create a function inside that the box actually opens. We create that function within that function that calls to the blockchain, creates an asset as someone opens it. And that's basically how in-game assets can link to the blockchain being minted from in-game. And then when you're outside the game, the ones you've already bought, it's just a matter of the current team implementing that into their game. And when you log in, you'll know that you're using your actual asset. And the fact that they give you the FBX, especially for the Seekers, the fact that we've got the Blender scene, like I say, and I could potentially pull my Seeker into here now. So that's what the next live stream is going to be. We're going to see about pulling our Seeker into one of these scenes. I will also fix this for a nice little update on our Genesis crates. But stay tuned for our cheeky little project. We will be pushing it and marketing it very, very soon. We've also got some fusion power cells from in the world. We've got a bio key, which not only opens the box, but will give many more functions through the world. And as said, we're hoping and actively building it to be implemented with the open metaverse. We're planning our own space and world, but we're also own some land in Fluff World with a den and that, and we've got to get some land in Walker World and whatnot, and build out within them worlds linking to our world and our lore as well. So exciting time. Stay tuned for more of that. I can't wait. Tune in to the Twitter Spaces. I believe it's on the 10th. It's on the 10th. Avaganda's at the Twitter page. I will link it in the description after this. When this re-uploads, after it's done, I'll put in the description a link to the Twitter pages. We are having a space, Futureverse content creators, just having a wild speculation. We're speculating on some of the stuff I've mentioned tonight, no doubt, regarding AI agents, the functionality of them, what it's going to be like to see NPCs actually learn in world. It's going to be absolutely fascinating. Are we all going to need to team up to beat them? It's MetaQuest 23 needed for ready. You know what I need is a full-on rig out, mate. I need the VR headset, the grab me by the waist omnidirectional treadmill. But someone needs to design a treadmill that can hold you in a standing position that I can run on. But then that treadmill's a state machine itself that knows when I get in a vehicle on the game, knows what kind of seat is in the vehicle and puts me in that position. Damn. Forget all this, you're on strings. Like Ready Play. Have you seen Assassin's Creed while he's grabbed by the waist in the back and it can literally hold him anywhere? Boom, boom. Assassin's Creed rig. Let's get rid of Unreal Engine. Don't want to save. Don't care. AI agents, baby. Assassin's Creed movie. So they'll just call it a contraption. A contraption. Because that's what it was. But it's sick. And I mean, I know that don't tell me, I mean, I know I'm going a bit far here. But we need something like that little arm there that grabs you by the waist. Like that. I don't want strings holding me from the ceiling. Not that that can't work. And probably will work better at first. But I think in the future, if they move to something like this is the rig out we need. We need to be sat there in a big dirty rig that's holding us metaverse style by our waist. If we're running down the street, we can just run freely on the treadmill with the static socks telling it each step we take. And then when we get in the car, getting our atom cars, boom, it puts you in a seated position. And with a VR headset on, and tracking for the steering wheel and whatnot with the controllers. I mean, the possibilities of this moving forward, not just for the tech implications, the hardware implications. It's all the tech, innit? It was a wrong word. The hardware implications with the software implications. We are heading for Ready Player One, and anyone who hits down at the Futureverse, I mean, it was like, oh, but you've got rose-coloured glasses on, you've got fluff-coloured glasses on. People's mentioning it, and it's not about that. It's about looking at Ready Player One's metaverse, looking at the AI agents of Free Guy, looking at how advanced Unreal Engine bots are becoming. The basic bot. I need people to understand that they were just basic bots that was just kicking my ass. Literally kicking my ass. The only reason we won a few games is because I had bots on my side. And I mean, I'm being serious. If I didn't have any AI bots on my side, then I was murked every level, every game, and there was nothing I could have done to win. Even though I can learn. ASM Brains allow these bots to learn the genome matrix mixed with a memory tree. It is fascinatingly amazing and exciting all at the same time. So yes, tune in to the Twitter space for some wild speculation. I'm going to get it up. There's no point in beating around the bush. Get ready for some wild speculation as I'm joined by 6 of our favourite Futureverse content creators on our first ever Twitter space. So we've got Shillaverse, Futureverse Pod, NFT Bro, yours truly, Native Assets, and Chris from CryptoPunk on the spaces. Talking about all things Futureverse, open metaverse, how it's going to play out in the future. Ready Player One, these bots linked to the real world, merging the virtual world with the real world. Again, happens in Ready Player One. He walks into a shop in a virtual world. He buys a suit. It comes to his house in real life. Now, the drugs receipt trait on the female walkers has got a onesie that person's going to receive in real life. It's unraveling in front of our faces, and some people are adamant it's not happening, adamant it's not coming, or they're just like, oh yeah, well, I guess it's going to be interesting. I have to wait and see, find out what happens. Oh, it's happening now. You don't wait 10 years, look back and think, oh yeah, that fucking... Come on, mate. We all did that with Web 2 and missed out. Let's not have that again. Let's not miss out again. People don't miss out again. Don't watch another Facebook. Don't watch a Web3 Facebook be built and not be involved. Don't watch Web3 metaverses, open metaverse, or Ready Player One be built and not be involved. Because you're only going to kick yourself in the end. And then people who think metaverse is just about gaming. It's not. AR, VR, XR in an engineering floor. If he's getting an engine up in AR to see how it works and pulling it apart in 3D in front of his face with his big Microsoft hologlass on, the guy is in the metaverse. I don't care that he's not gaming. Architects sat with VR on doing this, that. He's got AR rendering the room out to look different. He's in the metaverse. It's not just get doctors, nurses, surgeon practicing or having an art in VR, AR. It's inside the metaverse, from education to gaming. it's about to blow up. So get involved. Get involved. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. I really, really do. Stay tuned for more live streams and more of me getting my ass kicked by Unreal Engine bots. My days, it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. Was there a date on that? What do the time? I knew it was the 10th. Tuesday the 10th at 12 a.m. That's 12 a.m. Manchester, like my time. So that's like tomorrow's midnight. You know, like midnight Tuesday night, the very start. Midnight Monday night, the very start of Tuesday day. So yeah, around 18 hours, 17 hours away, something like that. So yeah, I shall see you then. Tune in to the space at Mo Meta Media hosting. It will be a very good chat. I have no doubts. There's a lot happening. There's a lot to talk about and speculate. We can't get through it in one chat, but let's move forward with positivity about the metaverse. Let's spread the love, and let's get excited. You know the script. Live long and oddle, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace, guys. We'll see you later.